Yes, my people. Yeah, as you guys see, this is literally kind of where I started on YouTube. The trenches, in the fields and the greenery. I love genuinely, like, I've been away for so long and like I kind of miss YouTube. But like obviously at the end of the day, like you have to make sure that you put yourself first in life. Um, Definitely back now though, guys. Yeah, like I've been gone for 6 months. I've been making like shorts and stuff like that, and like Instagram reels. But I feel like definitely people benefit more from long form content, especially if I'm like bringing value as well. So like genuinely, guys, I will start making my reaction videos again. Like love to all the support, like to all my close friends. You know who you are, and like genuinely, you guys like always help me. I've been going through a lot of things recently. It might not show because obviously I don't really like stressing about things, but like genuinely, yeah, I've definitely built a lot from like the last 6 months. It would have been great to be consistent. I'm so close to getting the creator fund on YouTube as well, so it's kind of like sad that I stopped, but definitely gonna be back now, guys. This video, I literally just made it to obviously like just give some advice and stuff like that. Like for anyone that's going through a rough patch, just know that there's nothing better than like actually going back to refocus, like trying something new and then coming back. Like, at the end of the day, as long as you never quit, then it's good, innit? Like quitters never win and winners never quit. So I'm happy to be back, genuinely. So I just wanted to say a few things that I've learned obviously in the last 24 years of my life. Crazy how I'm 24 now as well, guys. Like genuinely, I truly believe that like anyone can make it in this life. Like when people say when I hear people saying like, oh, you like, some people are just born into life, like wealth and stuff like that. I do hear that. I do definitely hear that. And then when other people are like, oh, his family's rich, or like it's all BS. It's all propaganda. At the end of the day, anyone can make it in life. And like at the end of the day, what is you making it? Like, what's your definition of making it? Because at the end of the day, if you don't have peace in your life, if you're literally stressing every single day, but you're rich, okay, great, touche, you're rich. But if you're stressing, like if your mental health, and I know I'm gonna have viewers saying, oh, he's talking about mental health again. Like literally, mental health is the most important thing, as well as physical health, spiritual health, like health in general. Health is wealth. So like, bro, if I'm healthy, then like I'm living like, and if I'm healthy mentally as well, I'm living a better life than a lot of rich people that are stressed and depressed. Like some of these people lock themselves in their house because they can't even leave their house. If they leave their house, there's gonna be like loads of people flooding them. That's why I'm not too fussed about being famous. A lot of people might say this as well. Yeah, because I'd prefer just my peace of mind. I love just gaining knowledge, wisdom, because I just want to give that to my kids at the end of the day, innit? Like, throw all the BS away. Like, yes, I am young, and yes, I do want to enjoy life, and you know, I want to do certain things. And I am a Christian, and I always encourage people to live like life the way Christ would. And the main thing I can take away from that is showing love to people. Now, like, I don't give a heck. I don't give a heck what anyone says. For me saying that, I have love for everyone, and I don't have any enemies, and I go to sleep at night well because I don't worry about anyone, or I'm not seeking revenge, or like, bro, so many people in this world like have wronged me, but I'm not gonna let that faze me. Like, you shouldn't either. Why would you let someone hinder your future just because they wronged you in your past, like, or your present moment? Why would you let them hinder your present moment? And I know it's not easy. Life is difficult. Anything can happen at any moment. So genuinely, I just want to be like a spokesperson for the younger generation, because I don't think growing up I had much people giving me the right advice. I've come to realize that like the older generation, not all of them, but like especially coming from like, I can only speak from like African parents or like African descent, we find it very, very, very hard to open up to our kids, to communicate with them. We're very rash. Like I'm saying I'm not an African parent, but like African parents are very rash, and like it's not nice to be that type of person, because you have to listen, you have to communicate, you have to forgive, you have to stay positive, you have to be a role model for your children. You can't just expect them to grow up and just be successful if they just go to university or you take them to school. Like that's a life of a robot, like literally a CPU, like my computer. Like you don't want me to grow up to be like my computer and then just throw me away if I'm not bringing any value. No, but I do understand, genuinely, I do understand that like African parents, and I'm speaking for the majority, they went through a lot of hardship, and a lot of the things that they teach their kids are right. I just think obviously like certain things, and I'll always stick to this, like when I'm teaching my kids, and I know it might hurt to hear this sometimes, like everything I say is for like long-term value. I don't say anything like to dishearten anyone, but like genuinely, if like Africans came together and just communicated as one, stopped like putting all their emotions, their negative emotions on their children, and actually use that to actually be more positive reinforcements in their children's lives, like bro, like we'd be so successful. But it is what it is, genuinely. I'm not here to put anyone down. Like everyone has their lives. The main purpose of this video was just to tell you guys everything I've learned from today to birth. And okay, I'll start with like obviously my mental health. I've learned so much like from my mental health. For me personally, like just staying positive is so important. People don't understand how important your thoughts are, how important saying things that are positive are. Some people just don't believe. Like it is all right. Genuinely, I don't judge people for that. But like, it's so important to stay positive. It's so important to speak positive. And I literally see it every single day. Like the more I have negative emotions, the more I have negative thoughts, the more I say or speak negative, that's when negative things happen. Like even if I'm lying, even if I'm like trying to cover up something and then I speak negative about my life, or like I try to cover up, or like obviously for good intent, like let's say for example, I'm going to work, or let's say I'm going to a party, whatever the reason may be, and then I just don't want to go to that event, or I don't want to go, and then I cover up with a lie, like, oh, I'm feeling sick, or I'm not feeling too well, or I'm down, or this that, family issues, etc. These things start happening, these things come to life, they come to fruition, and then they affect my mental health. But when I speak positive, I usually always have a great week. I usually always, like when I'm thinking positive, I'm in a good energy, like I've rested well, I've taken all my like vitamins, minerals. If you guys want to see all the vitamins and minerals I take, I have a video called All the Supplements I Take. So genuinely, I would highly recommend you watch that video. But like genuinely, like staying positive is so important, and if that's one thing you can take from this video, like just try to stay positive even in negative situations. Like genuinely, you will come back and thank me later. But obviously, all glory to God at the end of the day. The second thing is obviously my physical health. Genuinely, there's nothing more important than being consistent, going to the gym, exercising regularly. Now look at me, I don't look like no freaking athlete. I'm not consistent. I'm not gonna lie here and sit here and say, oh, I go gym 4 times a week, 5 times a week. I used to, but now I don't as much. And genuinely, I can attest that like going to the gym, being fit, going boxing, whatever, football, table tennis, basketball, like going to these things every week, genuinely it improves your mood, it improves your testosterone, you feel a lot better. So many benefits, so many benefits. So physical health, improving my physical health. In the last 24 years, I've seen that, like, just keeping active, I'm so lucky to have the life I have. And like, genuinely, I'm grateful. I'm not lucky, I don't believe in luck, but I'm genuinely grateful for the life I have. And like, I'm like, from the last, like, everything, like skincare routine, drinking loads of water, taking like cod liver oil, sea moss, ashwagandha to calm my stress. Like, all these things help. Like, using organic creams, drinking, like, avoiding sugary, like, fizzy drinks and stuff like that. Trying to see what I eat, being cautious of what I eat, anything you put in your body for that matter. Obviously, I'm not going to say I'm a perfect person. I'm not going to say what I do, only because I don't want to encourage people to do it. But it is good to usually like say your mistakes. I usually would, but like, just because obviously people I have to protect and stuff like that, I fray away from like opening up about my life. But I do want to share my story with people. But like, it's really difficult in the situation I'm in currently. But genuinely, like, I would highly recommend improve your physical and mental health. And then the last thing, obviously, spiritual health. Not a lot of people will understand this, and I do understand that as well. Like, having a connection, a relationship with God is so important. Like, he's the creator. It doesn't matter what you're going through, like, it genuinely doesn't. I always have people say, oh, but there's people in Africa suffering and they believe in God. Why is God letting them suffer? Like, literally, like, he has his reasons. Don't question God. Like, they're suffering. It could be like family lineage. God is punishing them for that. It could be any reason. Like, that's why it's not good to genuinely judge people and also look down on people. And also, it's not good to question God as well, because he always has a deeper, like, a bigger goal, a bigger purpose than you might believe or see. Like, when we see people, child traffickers and stuff like this, sad. It is quite sad, I'm not gonna lie. We are so fortunate to not experience that. And like, for me personally, I just truly believe that, like, staying positive makes you surround yourself around positive outcomes. It's kind of like positive thoughts equals a positive life. Negative thoughts equal a negative life. You can say whatever you want to say about that. I genuinely couldn't care less, because I know truly that, like, your thoughts, your words, the words you say, everything you bring out in this world. I'm not saying karma. I'm not saying I believe in karma. I believe in the concept of karma, but I don't believe in karma. I believe that, like, whatever you put in this world, God will reward you or punish you for that thing you put in. And then finally, guys, genuinely, so that's physical, mental, and spiritual health. And the last thing is just, like, at the end of the day, like, I think just being that type of mentor for your friends. Like, we as people, we okay, fair enough, time is very important, and like, a lot of people are busy, but we have no time for people that matter to us most. I genuinely see it every single day. Like, I see people just being like, they don't have time for no one. Like, no one has time for anyone anymore. Like, it's actually quite sad. It's quite sad. I see it myself. Like, we are such a weak generation. Our generation is so weak. It's crazy. Like, to see people with, like, aspirations and ambitious and, like, physically active, and they're positive people. It's hard, like, helping other people, like, even putting themselves last. So, like, do you know how hard it is to find people like that? And genuinely, if everyone was like that, then the world obviously would be a better place. But, like, we need bad people to obviously get our blessings. I don't say it like that, like, oh, we need people to be bad, like, go be bad, like, go do bad things, like, go shoplift and stuff like that. But, like, I'm just saying it like there's always going to be bad people in this world, because everyone goes through stuff. Some people just don't even know how to do good. Some people are literally just raised in bad situations, bad families, bad upbringing. So you can't blame everyone, but genuinely, like, you and me, we have to be the people that can change other people's lives. Like, all it takes is one action and having a little bit of faith. That's literally all it takes. How hard is that? It doesn't cost you anything. If anything, you're going to be rewarded for it. So take that faith, take that action. Genuinely, I'm back, guys. I'm so happy to be back. Woo! And like, genuinely, I'm gonna start making reaction videos, even if it's like 1 a week. Like, I need to start, because like, you guys have been asking me for time, and I feel bad as well just for not bringing out content. But yeah, genuinely, guys, I love you guys all. I'm gonna leave this video here. Like and subscribe if you want. You don't have to, but it just goes to show who we are as people. Like, some people just don't like videos. Like, they have the opportunity to and they don't. Some people just can't like appreciate other people's content and stuff like that. Like, it's actually crazy what the world is becoming. And like, yeah, I'm not even gonna, I'll leave this topic for another day. But like, I just wanted this more like a general video, and also because I'm back now. Woo! But like, genuinely, guys, I love you guys all. Thank you so much. I'm not looking at the camera because there's a dog about to like fuck my shit up. My bad for the profanity. But yeah, I love you guys all, genuinely. Have an amazing day. We out. Peace.